Okay.
That's us live. And also, I've just realised I've made a mistake. There are 2 Johns.
There were normally 2 Johns.
There are 2 Johns.
What's
No,
the
but there
problem?
are 3 Johns. I accidentally had
The second John has hit the stream.
Oh no.
So John Duncan was
That's way too many.
simultaneously DM and his character, which would have been a very odd division of labour, given what was happening. But there you go. And the weird thing is, they were both like in exactly the same spot, which I don't know how I did that for both. If I did it separately, but there you go.
Taking over DMing, as Art wakes up, he suddenly has 6,000 HP.
No, actually, I need to get the Angrif consequences calculator out. Because okay, what does everyone remember about the last stream?
I mean, so many events have occurred between then and now.
Yeah, I know, right?
I think like there was a major political figure who had a tie-up with like some sort of financier.
Yeah.
In a different land.
So what did happen was you did travel to this new city. You made a new friend, the Kenku Striking Iron. Your new best friend. You did meet with. You didn't get the name of the people you met with, even though you tried because they'd already left the room, and I was very happy that you forgot. They do have names. I was just pleased I caught you out that one time. And
the last thing I say usually to every character, I didn't get it. I'm very ashamed.
They were already out the door. What we do have is a semblance of a plan. I think you have, which is that your assassination target, Lucullus Rufus, is arriving in the city in, I think, 3 days. I think it will be 3 days. And your plan, as I understand, I'm going to explain your plan to you as I've understood it. So your plan is to, at the gladiatorial games they're having as part of their festival, your plan is to enter one of you as a gladiator, as I remember this part of the plan, and then assassinate them in public, which we're not doing any extended commentary about that at all.
It was our idea first.
Assassinate them in public, in front of the crowd, while one of you is a gladiator, sort of as a backup plan to back up whoever the assassin is. But also,
it was a 2-person plan. The gladiator plan is that I was going to be the gladiator, and then I believe Art was going to do the actual assassination.
But also,
while I'm distracting them.
The other part of the plan is you want to instigate a slave revolt on the same day.
Yes.
So you have.
But Angrif as well wanted to be invisible until a fight scuffle breaks out when we're up there as well.
Right. So that's your plan, and you have 3 days until the plan comes into action. You also sided with the I guess I would say the correct person. It was the DM. You sided with the correct person among the various factions. You could have sided with the person who wanted to instigate a slave revolt and start targeting the economic power of slavery and the empire itself and so on. And yeah, sure.
Instead of a lib.
Instead of the lib, yeah. Unfortunately,
we have one consistent moral position in this party, is that we are anti-slavery.
Yeah, unfortunately, the dwarf who was also a worshipper of Tempus was a lib, and so we had to marginalize him and weaken him. What can you do? And you are in
by having a slave market, we can make sure that the slaves are properly cared for.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
We're ensuring welfare. So you have fallen asleep at the Burning Sword, the tavern where you met these people, and and now Angrif, you wake up. I assume Angrif always wakes up first among the party because he's vaguely disciplined. And all right, Angrif, here is what your consequence is for today. 81. What's 81? Okay, you have you wake up having had extremely fatiguing dreams, and you you have disadvantage on any strength or dex related roll for the day.
Does that include attacks?
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention.
We're not assassinating anyone today though, so we're all right.
And I will say, I forgot to mention, Angrif did almost kill everyone at the ruins of his god's temple last time, and you all had to kind of usher him away after he'd had a vision of Tempus. But that's true. It's an accurate summary of what happened.
True.
Yeah, our buddy is cracked. Let's get him out of here.
Yeah. Like, no, you were gonna kill everyone. I think you were, like, really close to just, like, fucking murdering everyone there, including the architect, who just wanted to build a dome.
Oh, the architect was a good character. I like the
Yeah,
architect.
Kutalmush, the architect.
Yeah. He just likes minarets.
He wants to build domes, big, beautiful domes. What's wrong with that?
He thinks they're neat.
Yeah, they are neat. They're architect. Anyway, I'm not going to get into architecture opinions right
What
now.
shape are domes? Are they circle or square or
We're just gonna
off camera bit there?
We're just gonna move swiftly on before we get into a whole other thing.
The problem there is that's the actual correct answer. If you can talk to an architect about it, but we don't have one on the street.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna go hemispherical.
All right. So, Angrif and the party, you wake up, you go downstairs. There is a bit of it. There is no perpetual soup, but there is a general spread of sort of like, for people who are guests, there's a spread of like meats and breads and eggs and stuff you can get. Just fill your plate. You also get a complimentary beer with your breakfast.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Have they invented, because this is like Gaul, right? Have they invented the croissant?
No, they have not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, has not been invented yet.
Do they have tiny muffins?
They do have tiny muffins, though. That they did invent. That one they invented, but the other thing, no. The tech tree is fucked up here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Gonna write.
You need fascism to invent croissants. It's very complicated. It's like old Civ.
Yeah, tiny muffins canon. I'm writing in my notes. Right. You see your friend Striking Iron sitting there at a table, nursing a drink, and he has a piece of paper in front of him. You also see your other friend Tiberius not nursing his drink, and also gorging himself on his breakfast. And Angrif is walking with you all, looking a little bit sort of like exhausted, despite having just woken up. Sit at the table.
Oh, fucking mood.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure Alasdair won't have a problem playing this. So,
should we ask about the Kenku's note? I feel like that's priority.
Yeah, do you want to ask him?
I will take the tiny muffin.
Yeah.
And I will hold it out to to Striking Iron, and I will say, "Good morning, Striking Iron."
Are you going to feed him out of your hand? I just want to understand what this is.
I was just going to offer it to him, but
I mean,
like a massive baby bird.
This is a crow person. He will just peck it out of your hand and eat it, which he has done now.
I mean, if he wants to,
He has done that.
just...
He has done
You're
that.
gonna vomit into his mouth.
No, I don't think Barb can. First of all, all right, but he eats the muffin. Like, good morning. So it's good that you're all here because we have a bit of a problem.
We just run out of muffins.
Yeah.
Where else would we be?
Is it because they invented a tiny muffin, but weirdly enough, the normal sized muffin been invented?
Yeah, the normal sized muffin isn't a thing. Yeah, that's right. So that's exactly how the tech tree works in this world. He flips over the piece of paper, and what you see is a very accurate drawing of Angrif on a wanted poster.
I've got a ring of
Very
disguise.
good.
How did this happen?
And some of you like have a passing familiarity with the local. Well, Angrif knows the local languages, but it's in the sovereignty's language and the local language, and it says "wanted for causing a public disturbance in a restricted area."
All right. Well, Angrith, you're using my ring of a disguise self for today. I give that
so.
to him.
Yeah.
May I recommend a dwarf with pink hair?
Oh
Very
no,
subtle.
you're gonna have to come up with a
Never spotted.
persona. You're gonna have to come up with a persona for this character. Oh no.
No. Can it just be like me, but with like a different face?
Angrif.
Yeah, that could work. I mean, I was just worried that we were gonna get into like an Archer situation where you're coming up with your personas.
Yeah, we're doing Angrif, but in like the tiny booty shorts.
You make Angrif shave his facial hair just because you wanted to see if he looked more serious without it.
I'm like, Angrif, if you want a name, it's Emily Happy Eater.
See, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so Angrif,
Striking Iron, how did this happen? Because I think we were very careful. And I speak for the group, I think, when I say that. We handled that situation with grace, and I didn't see any artists around.
He tilts his head. Like, really? Is that what we're going with? Tiberius is just eating his food. Like, I reckon they just went in and got really mad at something.
I mean, it feels like a bit of a...
Feels like
a bit of an overreaction.
Feels like an open and shut
Wanted!
case for upsetting the construction of this temple that's a symbol of our victory. Yeah, I feel like you would be wanted for that. Like,
does it say what the crime is? Like what
public causing a nuisance, basically.
Do we know what the punishment would be?
Probably a severe
Starmer's
fine.
Britain.
Severe fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we got money, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Literally.
Nothing bad can happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not like arts crime, which does carry the penalty of execution.
We'll leave that for later, though.
Yeah, we're going to have an entire stream of just the trial.
Is there anything else that was a problem? Or was it just this poster?
Well, just mostly the poster. Also, I heard what your plan is from the other two. So first of all, I love the creativity. But
there's not.
This is how they start when my novels get rejected.
Yeah, but I'm.
Now is not the time of political violence.
No, I'm asking nicely.
Technical difficulties, everyone. Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut.
I said it's not.
I guess my question is, how are you going to instigate a slave revolt that is timed so well? And also, how are you going to get close to the legate to assassinate him in a public place? He'll have guards.
Invisible.
Is
Yeah.
that it?
Sorry, is that not good enough?
I'm gonna do some distractions. Distractions are always good.
Right.
Hey, I'm fucking great at getting past locks. I'm stealthy as fuck. Invisible. Grand. Yeah.
And as for the riot, I turn around and point at Tiberius. We have someone that can make things rowdy at a moment's notice if we put him to work.
And we don't need to time the slave revolt at the exact moment that he dies. We just assume that once people hear that the legate's been killed, then the slaves will know that that's the time that they'll have an opportunity to riot.
That's the signal, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to go conduct some business of my own with Tiberius here, and he gives Tiberius a big slap on the back, and Tiberius is like, still hungover a little bit.
Striking Iron. Do you happen to know any good places we can get maybe a better invisibility potion? Or maybe some way to thwart people who can see invisibility?
Yeah. Sorry, what was the question, Bob?
I was wondering, because we have a couple of invisibility potions, but they're not perfect. Maybe we should get some better ones. And also, is there a good way to counter anyone that might perhaps have detect invisibility?
Well,
that you know of?
I mean, if they can detect, well, he sort of gestures at his staff. He's like, well, I would be the person who would know if I hadn't specialized in irrigation magic. But anyway, it's just every wizard is an agriculturalist in this part of the world. It's now my thing. Like 100% the vibe here now is agriculturalist. Well, see invisibility. That's kind of a done deal. They will see the invisibility. There's no like way around that. Like they will just see it. There's no like special higher level invisibility to like not be seen by it. You get seen. That's just how the spell works.
Is there a way beforehand to find out who around would have that ability to solve the problem before it happens?
I'm going to have a look at something really quick as DM and just see if this is... Because I have a hunch but I don't know if that's true.
Solving a problem before it happens?
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds illegal to me, actually.
Not what I studied for.
Okay.
I know you're an agricultural wizard, but have you heard of Minority Report?
The best bet, I think, would be to detect magic. You wouldn't be able to tell if they're using see invisibility, but you'd be able to tell what type of spell they're using, and you would presumably know what type of spell see invisibility is. That would have been my guess.
Good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Do I have that spell?
Will.
No, I do not.
I've got it at will.
Hey.
Ooh.
There you go.
Nice. Okay. Well, you're in the party. You're in the party doing the real important deed.
As for better potions of invisibility, hello. Oh no!
I'm doing a most important thing. I'm noticing.
Oh no, you can't notice. The stream thing looks terrible because John's dropped.
Who's Dungeon Master now?
Oh no, it looks so bad.
Who's DM now?
No one. DM is a combination of Alasdair and the remaining John.
Dueling DMs.
Yeah, we are co-DM.
This is not a viable situation or plan. We need to change.
Pick a character.
We need to change the things that we're changing. I am technically Art and Angrif, which is quite fun.
Oh no!
That's a level of control I don't need, considering.
I'm about to look up if you can do fusion dances in D&D.
No, we absolutely can't. There's no way. I'll drop the group capture to. All right, I guess it's funnier to leave it up. It's funnier to leave it up, so I'll leave it up. Yeah. So you also wanted Barb, basically an apothecary, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to need some stronger invisibility potions and maybe some things to help us should things get real bad.
I've got a very good friend of mine, also a Kenku, called Book Slam, who will help you.
Book Slam?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he doesn't say book slam. He makes the noise of a book slamming. Like.
Oh, nice.
Like, this is his name. That's his name.
Right.
But you can just call him Book Slam because you don't speak. You can't like perfectly mimic noises.
I love the idea that a Kenku is just like you lot can't speak. You just make those noises.
Yeah, you guys just make noises that I understand perfectly and can imitate perfectly at a moment's notice.
Just thinks we're all looking fascinatingly stupid.
Oh, John's back. There he is.
The other question would have had Striking Iron. I apologize for taking a. But I was thinking that I need to go and roll in the gladiator school.
Yes.
Now, can I just rock up at the arena, or do I need to do something?
Didn't one of the people yesterday tell you that they knew someone who owned the gladiator school?
Yes, but I've forgotten who that character is.
It's the dwarf. It's the lib.
Oh, and he's at the Temple of Tempus, right?
Well, I mean, he wouldn't be there now, right? Kind of looks at Angrif.
You tell me his name again, which I definitely know, so that I can say that he sent me.
I'll look up. Hold on, let me look up his name because he does actually have a name. I actually prepared this name last time, and I was so glad you didn't ask. What was this dickhead's name? Leonard. Leonard is who you're looking for. Leonard.
Leonard.
Yeah.
Involved in arena. So he owns the arena company?
He knows the proprietor of the gladiator school. And this gladiator school will be entering the games, so you could be a sort of surprise character? He seems confused by like what word he wanted to use there.
Oh no, I will be a character. Don't worry about that.
Brilliant. I can't wait.
Right. I was not worried. I knew you'd be a character.
Thank you.
Sandwich.
So Jennifer Little Chef is going to be known in every city across the world.
I've
Just
got nothing to eat on this program. Sorry.
You being a gladiator, will you have to battle your way up through earlier rounds to get into this one? And if so, are you sure that you are, as a sort of physical fighter, strong enough to do that?
I'll be honest, I don't know what gladiatoring involves.
The Kenku immediately just walks out. He's walking out with Tiberius. He's leaving. Him and Tiberius have just like got up and left now. Because it's clear you're getting into your thing now.
Bye, have a
Someone
good
on the
day.
other side of a desk has just walked away.
Yeah, like... it's just realised...
Happy
like,
9/11 for the haters and losers.
Oh, God. What a post.
I will see. If it's above my head, then I'll have. But I think I'm good enough with my sword and dagger combo and my spells that I should be fine. And honestly, I doubt they'll do any much with rounds beforehand because they don't want to lose any fighters before the big day. And that's my logic going in.
Okay. They might not want you to use magic in a gladiator thing. I don't know anything about it.
Well, I could always use my cooking skills, but I don't think they'll enjoy that either.
I'd enjoy that. I would watch gladiator cooking.
Maybe I should propose that. Maybe that's a better idea.
Hold on. Hold on. Has anyone got any cocaine?
It's illegal in this city.
A lot of things are illegal, apparently. You can't even threaten to kill people outside a church.
Yeah, well,
technically inside.
In the church as well, yeah.
Yeah, which makes it doubly illegal, if anything.
Yeah. Two separate crimes.
Yeah.
I mean, Robert the Bruce killed someone in a church and he became a king, so...
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who's to say that? There's no ceiling on your potential, everyone, no matter what you do.
When we get to Fantasy Scotland, it's going to be a whole different deal.
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't just someone, it was his cousin. And he killed him to become king.
Yeah, I mean, that's just... I feel like that's just
pretty
kind
standard
of
behaviour, to be honest.
The standard monarchical rise to power, isn't it?
I say, that was how Henry IV got in as well, so it's not really the right.
Wait, you're telling me
what
that
you're saying, the problem is it's derivative.
It's how every single Ottoman emperor got in by killing his brothers, so one of them had to kill...
I think the Bruce was way before.
Yeah, one of them had to kill 16 of his brothers, which was quite an ordeal, apparently.
You would have thought the 16th one would have seen it coming.
Or the 16th one was a well, here's the plot twist. The 16th one was a newborn baby, so arguably not.
Absolute fucking idiot.
Cancelled.
Yeah,
idiot baby.
Yeah. Turns out you can take both candy and an empire from a baby. There you go. Look, to be fair, after that they stopped doing the fratricide policy because they were like, okay, this has got too far now.
Yeah, weird how we've had this rule for so long that you have to...
The even bigger twist was that the baby was killed by an even younger baby.
Yeah, that's this particular emperor, the one before, was just like notorious for having like tons of kids. He had like 16 sons and like 14 daughters. It was crazy. Just like tons of kids, and everyone was like, this guy is a disaster. Like, just the worst.
It's actually pretty impressive that it lasts for hundreds of years with your policy being, let's kill everyone in the...
Well, no, yeah, because it almost all came tumbling down because there was one succession where they didn't kill each other. They all fled to different parts of the empire and raised their own armies. And there was like this interregnum where like 3 of them were battling it out to the death.
This is very like Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, well... Star Wars, it turns out, based on Vietnam and on the Ottoman Empire. If you know this. Okay, so what is the party's plan? So you're sitting at the table. You have 2 tasks: gladiator school, stone quarry. Well, not stone quarry, just quarry. Let's call it quarry in general.
I would say that priorities would be quarry and like spreading plans for the slave revolt, because that's going to need more time to percolate and grow than just shoving Barb in I guess kind of like what kind of outfits do they wear, like, you know, mini skirts. That's what gladiators wear, right?
Chef's hats, chef's robes, mini skirts.
I'm really concerned about where this is going. I'm just like
every gladiator's dressed like Sabrina Carpenter. It's like it's incredible.
I've seen Gladiator. He's wearing like a skirt.
Right, but okay.
Everyone remembers when Russell Crowe sang Espresso. The best part.
That would have been the great part of the movie, actually. I almost regret it didn't happen. Right.
Is it that sweet? I guess so. I'll stop.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go to the quarry. The quarry's a good idea. We should do that.
Okay.
Do we know where the quarry is?
You do. You were told where the quarry is. It is within the city walls because the city's been so depopulated. They can move all of their like farming and industry and such inside the walls.
So they move the quarry into the walls.
Yeah.
You were telling me this about Istanbul as well, Senna.
Yes.
This
is true. So after the Fourth Crusade, Constantinople depopulated, and they could farm within the walls of the old city. So they could basically outlast any siege because they just grew the food inside. Unfortunately, that also meant the city's population was like 20,000, and if you shot with a huge fucking cannon and blow up the walls, that becomes less of a problem for the attacking force.
They call it a great bombard.
The greatest bombard, folks. We had a Hungarian guy come in, build it, tremendous.
I cannot move on from Russell Crowe. Espresso. It's just in my head now.
It lives there.
I was trying to move on because it was making you laugh too much.
Oh god, moving. We have to move on, but I never will.
We have to. Unfortunately, everyone, we have to move forward, and I know that's going to be tough for some of us, but we must do it. And also, we must move on from doing Mehmet II as Donald Trump. That does not seem like a very good idea. It's the kind of thing that will get me assassinated for 2 reasons.
Welcome to the Team Normal stream where we play D&D and learn about the Ottoman Empire.
And also hear my Trump impression sometimes, which Bridget's partner really liked.
It was good.
Yeah.
In fact, I want to tell this. We were at the oldest. It claims to be the oldest one in the world, but in the Europe, even not. And they were doing the Trump impression, and some woman just. Oh my god, that's the best Trump impression I've ever heard. I could feel the praise coming.
The impression, what I was doing for the impression, by the way, was doing Donald Trump saying the Shahada incorrectly. He was like explaining the Shahada mid-Shahada to people. There is one God, one guy, can you believe it? Does all of this, does all of it.
And his prophets, you'll never believe it.
Great guy, very strong, destroyed the idols. I sent that to a friend of mine. I recorded that for a friend of mine, and they were like, "You can never do this in person in front of me." I will die.
Like, bitch. All right, let's go to the fucking quarry.
All right, you're going to the quarry. Okay, so the way the city is laid out, there's this sort of. There are mountains in the back of the city, which is where you assume the quarrying and the mining and all of that stuff is going on. And it's where you've been told it happens as well. But you would have assumed from the structure of the city that's where you're headed. As you walk further out from the area of the city you're in, it's the crowds are thinning out. There are fewer and fewer people. And the houses start being replaced with like newly constructed barracks, which you assume are where they keep the slaves. And you eventually arrive at... It's a fucking quarry. It's a big-ass fucking hole in the ground. I don't know what further description you need. It is a big hole.
Every Doctor Who planet.
Yes, you have arrived at every Doctor Who planet and that one planet in Firefly. That is where you have arrived. And you're standing there and you see overseers whipping slaves. You see a contingent of what look like freedmen who still work here, who are not being whipped. And none of the overseers or anyone like that has noticed you yet. You're just standing at the edge of it, looking down at this quarry.
Should we have disguised ourselves before coming here?
I'll tell you what. I planned this for to be the case, to be honest.
I'm going to use disguise self, and I'm going to turn myself into like try and just be like they'll never connect it to me.
A what? What have you transformed yourself into?
A big half orc.
Okay. So Tiberius.
No, it's not Tiberius. Okay, shit. What don't we have in our party?
Not all half orcs look the same.
That's true. You've met multiple half orcs who all look very different.
I've turned myself into a
strangely
tiefling.
similar.
Okay.
So we can't connect it to any of us because none of us are tieflings. This is
very important that we know. Except you can connect it. So okay, so Angrif and Barber disguised just looks kind of filthy anyway. So like, you know,
I can sneak. I can sort of
too disgusting to even look at.
Yeah, that's the advantage. He's so gross, people don't want to seek him out.
Oh, like that, like the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Oh yeah.
Well, you have to shake. But there's a Yu-Gi-Oh card that your opponent has to shake hands with you, and if they don't, they lose the game. So people would deliberately make themselves as gross as humanly possible, so the other person would refuse to shake your hand. And now there's a rule.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because of me, there's a sign.
Yeah.
I set myself in the shadow realm.
And they were already like at a convention or like.
I was going to say they're already pretty
so
disgusting at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament.
Yeah,
anyway.
there's a baseline grossness.
Yeah, but like, imagine what you have to do to be so gross that someone actively refuses, right? Like,
yeah,
you have to have emerged from the actual fucking sewer, right? Like
a guy with
in our bag or in one of Art's coats, there's got to be a bucket we can put some holes in that we can put on his head or something like that.
What? Like,
sorry, are you sorry? What you want to put a bucket on my head?
I mean, you can sneak the whole time, or we can put a bucket on your head.
I can sneak.
Is that not going to draw, if not more attention?
It's going to raise a lot of questions if you have to talk to someone. I just want to point out ahead of time.
Before we get started, what's with the bucket?
Yeah.
They'll be saying we're looking for the guy with a bucket on his head, and he won't have it on his head anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's not a clever get out of jail free card for that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the thing is, I've got a plus 12 to stealth.
Also, I just want to, as DM, intervene here, just to sort of.
Oh no!
None of these people know who you are, to your knowledge. That you could pose as any number of things, and get access to any number of things if you are convincing enough. You don't have to overcomplicate it. I promise you.
Okay, well, I'm going to be a tiefling bard this time for this purpose. Elfin, what's your plan?
You're still gonna be a bard.
This is the only thing I know how to do.
I'm really worried someone's gonna start doing a Swedish accent at this point. Like, I'm just like super worried that we're gonna go into full Always Sunny stuff now, and just
right,
yeah.
Just like Swedish.
You're gonna be a Swedish.
Are they known for slavery?
Swedish plumber for the quarry.
I'm a Swedish plumber.
That's
I'm here to help you free yourselves.
You're a what?
All right.
Does Elfin need to disguise herself, or are we okay?
You can if you want. I can't stop you. I just don't believe it's necessary.
That's right, they can't.
I can only punish you later.
Okay. I'm just thinking, because last time we got in trouble, now there's a wanted poster. I just try to be careful.
Yes, one of you has it's going to be funny to see the wanted poster of whatever the fuck this disguise is going to be for all of you. Just cycling through insane numbers of disguises that keep showing up on wanted posters every day.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to walk up. I'm going to put my hands behind my back, like I'm supposed to be there.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk slowly into the quarry and sort of look at the piece of the quarry like I'm inspecting it.
I'm not doing that.
Are we not supposed to do that?
Okay, well, Barb's doing that. What is everyone else doing while Barb is apparently the fucking quarry inspector?
Yeah, OSHA's fucking turned up.
Yeah, like this is a quarry that uses slave labor. I don't think like there's a standard to hold it to. Like, I don't think that is okay. Well,
every government has bureaucracy in some form.
All right. Well, that's going to play out a certain way. What's everyone else up to? Now that Barb has descended into the quarry and appears to just be inspecting rocks in front of them. Like, I don't know, what are you inspecting about the quarry? Like, you're just looking at the rocks, the discarded rocks, like, wow, excellent storage of the discarded rocks, everyone. I've never seen such beautiful discarding of rocks.
This quarry sure has been mined.
Yeah. Okay, everyone else, what is your play for this?
Can we see any places where slaves who maybe are not working at this moment are like held or resting, or where they would sleep that we could go into, sneak into?
You can't make out there are some buildings in the quarry, but you can't quite make out any functionality of them from where you are. You'd have to get a bit closer.
I guess I would try and find a way to sneak in without being seen to inspect the area.
Okay.
And the buildings.
So I guess, how are you going to sneak into a quarry, which is a big ass fucking hole in the ground where people are smashing rocks? How do we sneak into that? What is the route you wish to take to sort of sneak
be a way
in?
down, right?
Yeah, there's a way down. That's the path you took before you started doing your bit, which we will come back to in a second.
See, the problem was in my head, we were already in the pit.
No, you walked down and then started inspecting stuff, which almost makes it seem worse that you did it on. Because it's just this long ass fucking walk down, people looking at you, and then you're like, yes, rocks, intriguing.
So this is like a quarry, like a modern industrial quarry, not like
not that big. But also, yes, some quarries historically were like that big.
What are they mining?
It looks like it's mostly just like local rock, basically for construction purposes. A bit of clay as well. There's some clay.
And there isn't just like a way to dart between large mud or rock outposts.
Yeah, there are like piles of discarded crap that you could sort of sneak between. Yeah, if you were quick.
I get that. I guess that would be the way that we'd try to do it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, do you want to roll? Okay. Let's figure out what the other two are doing first, and then we'll do rolls. Elfin, what's the plan? I feel like all four of you are getting plans now. I'm gonna have to figure out what the problem is.
I'm just gonna use my ring of past without trace.
Okay. Just follow Art in, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I almost feel bad asking, Angrif. What's your plan?
Well, how about I want to proselytize to the.
Are you just gonna walk up and start proselytizing to the slaves?
No. Like
I've never liked that.
No, fucking. If anyone asks, that's what I'm doing. But what I would actually be doing is.
Are you still dressed as a paladin of Tempus? Do you still have like the symbol on you?
No, I think, much as it pains him, Angrif would be like, right, yeah, okay. People are looking for a Tempus guy. And there's the whole thing in the temple. Okay.
So like, are you?
So,
what are you? Who are
more
you?
More like a cleric or some kind of.
So like a sort of Terran
preacher type thing.
A Terran cleric of sorts, like.
Yeah, just like I'm trying to see to the spiritual needs of the slaves.
Yeah, you're gonna be like Helm, like a priest of Helm, being like, yeah, just babying people. All right. Okay, that's fine. So your play is to act like you're doing humanitarian work. That's cool. So okay, so what needs to happen is, Barb, we need like a sort of performance, I guess, to see how well this plays out. Do people see through this immediately? Is what we're trying to work out.
Okay.
I say you've got a pretty tough job convincing people here. Wait a minute.
Does my diadem work in this situation? Because I'm assuming the slave owners are men.
Okay, well, the overseers and such might be, yeah. So I guess it would work. I forget about the diadem.
Yeah, I rolled a 17 both times, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. We'll resolve that in a second. We'll do some other rolls. We'll wait for Art to come back before we do Elfin and Art's roll together. Angrif, also a performance check from you.
Can I not do this as like a persuasion?
It would be performance, I guess. Or okay, here's an alternative I will offer you that's also bad. Because I assume you're disguising yourself as a cleric of a different god, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
So roll a religion check to see if you convincingly act as a priest of this different religion.
And it has to be religion.
This one has to be.
Right. Pray for mojo. I dropped my die. I'm gonna roll it again. I didn't look at a number. 17.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Alright, while we're waiting for Art to come back, Elfin, do you want to... I assume you're following the same path Art is to look at the buildings and inspect them. So roll your stealth check with pass without a trace. Remember to add I think, what is it, 15 or something? It's something crazy like that.
It's 10.
It's 10, yeah.
So
that's crazy. It's basically a guaranteed success.
Well, yeah, I rolled 19 anyway, so it's 29.
Yeah, alright, cool. So we've got one pass for that.
Yeah.
So Art basically has to get a critical failure to fuck you here. So we're going to wait to see if Art does that. In the meantime, I guess we'll... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I probably would have given him the pass for that chase as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna make John roll for it though. That's the thing. I'm gonna make him roll for it. I wanna make him do it. So I guess with that, we'll do the ones that can be settled now. So Barb, as you're inspecting, wait. Describe what you're doing. Describe exactly what you're doing.
Okay, so I'm disguised in what would be like a standard like sovereignty bureaucrat.
Yeah.
Gear, and I'm not just like looking at rocks. I'm like assessing the situation, sort of inspecting, like looking over at the barracks and over at the slave owners. I'm like making little notes in my book, and I'm making it look like I'm making a is what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
So I'm not just walking up to things. I'm like writing a report on the state place that I'm looking at.
Okay. As you do this, one of the overseers, kind of gruff, half-orc man, comes over, sort of takes a break from just overseeing the various people, both the freedmen and the slaves working together on his watch. So it's like, hey, you there, what are you doing?
I'm funny you ask. I've been sent here by one of the legates as a inspector. And I've done some mighty inspecting of your premises, and I'm just wondering, is it all up to code?
Oh, we're doing a voice, huh? Okay.
This is a disguise. I have to be doing a voice.
That's right.
I don't say that in character.
That is the... Yeah, you say in character, by the way, I'm in disguise. That's why I sound like this. And he just somehow passes without, what? You say legate? What legate?
I guess that makes sense.
Which legate?
I'm not cleared to tell you that, unfortunately, much as I would love the job. But no, I've been... every quarry in the sovereignty needs inspection every now and again, and this is... If you would mind, and you can show me around, or if you're too busy, myself.
He's not buying... You know that he's not buying this now. He sort of, rears up. And it's just sort of, looking at you no, you have to tell me which legate sent you, or which official did. I know how the law works.
But Barb's got Q clearance, and the Q stands for
No,
free.
we can't do Q clearance.
I'm trying to work out, because I think the only legate I know the name of right now is Lucullus Rufus. I've met one. We talked about another one before, but Bob would know the name, but I don't remember.
I don't remember what his name is either. Let me look through my notes.
I finally got my tatty.
We're very happy for you.
John's famous hour and a half potatoes.
Unfortunately, I don't have a name of a legate to hand, so you can roll a fake Latin name and see if it flies with me, and then we'll and then we'll see if he buys it.
Roman name generator.
Yes, here we go. We're gonna make a character canon now.
Biggest dickers.
I assume Barb's plan is going well. Right?
It's not going particularly well. No, she has been directly challenged.
The horse and horse.
The horse and horse. Hersius.
Horses et horses.
We're gonna get like a Hannah Barbus as the name, and I'm just gonna.
These are very. I don't like these ones. It's like they're a bit long.
Yeah. Some of the names were long. It turns out.
Yeah, it turns out.
Well, they all had fucking nicknames.
Yeah.
Severinus Carpentus.
Shout out to the
Severinus Carpentus.
Shout out to the Scipio whose nickname was Asina, which means exactly what you think it means.
Okay, I'm doing one more.
I mean, they only had like 5 names anyway for
each
gender.
His name is Legate Maximus Aelius Pertinax.
Pertinax is a good name. All right. I'm gonna roll to see if he thinks this is real now. I
get advantage on this, by the way, because I get the diadem.
Yeah. So roll a persuasion check against him, and just FYI, he rolled pretty well. So you're gonna have to. Okay. You're gonna have to really like. You're gonna have to really get.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, also, John. In the meantime, you have to roll your self check, and you get past without a trace bonus. But you're probably gonna pass. But you know.
Okay.
I got a 23.
Oh, yeah.
He sort of, there's a tension as he's like, he looks like the gears are turning in his head. He's like, sure, okay. Well, I'm probably a bit too busy to show you around. What you want to do is he sort of points at a little sort of like office. So like, it's sort of like a shack, essentially. You want to go to the foreman's office and talk to him.
Thank you, my good man. Sorry for keeping things close to the chest. I like to keep things professional.
Fucking porter cabin at the slave mine.
Yeah. It's just a room for him to do his calculations.
Just the slave owners and those fucking the prefab stuff you did like science lab in.
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Someone burnt down the art and science department in my school when we were at school, so we had to do art and science in porta cabins for 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You know you resign to their fate when they put like the gas taps inside the porta cabin.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah. Okay. So, John, what did you roll for your stealth check?
31.
Yeah, okay. You two have successfully made your way up to the buildings, the sort of collection of buildings, kind of in this central far bit of the sort of like the sort of pit that they're working in. Angrif, what did you roll? You are successfully now like acting as a priest of Helm, tending to the slaves, tending to their needs, and no one is really paying you any mind at the moment.
Well, I suppose. So what? What? Barb's going to the office.
To the office, yeah. You can see her disguised self walking towards the office.
Well, I suppose I'd try and like what's the like layout of this place in the sense of like where are the slaves? Are there just some like hanging about, or are they all like?
They are working. They are all working in set groups. Alongside, they're mixed in with free workers as well.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, so it's a mixed labor force, if you, as it were. It's bad for morale, which is why they do it.
Can I just like go over and like basically yell at them to come and listen to a scare quote sermon.
You can stand on like a stump that they have and just start bellowing at them if you like.
But they have those speakers corners, those little raised platforms for town criers and stuff.
Yeah, they have one for when the news guy shows up and yells at them, telling them about what religions you're allowed to mock and which ones you're not. Which is like 40% of the HBO Rome news guys.
All announcements.
Yeah, it turns out it depends what the season is, who you're allowed to viciously mock.
Citizens, Bahamut is now considered cringe.
Yeah. All the mock-up. No, I'm not going to repeat the one from HBO's Rome because that's going to get clipped out of context and I'm going to be in big trouble. Okay, so I'm trying to keep this all together in my head. Elfin and Art, what are you trying to figure out about these buildings? What is it that, like, are you just trying to figure out functionality, or...
My thinking was seeing if there was any, like, place where the slaves were less visible that we could contact, like, one of them and then another one to try and get sort of rumor mills going about what we're doing.
Roll a perception check, both of you.
Oh, great. 13.
I got 10.
Okay, well, no one's really trying to hide anything from you, but...
Could I do an investigation instead?
That could also work, yeah. I will just say you probably passed it fine.
Okay, that's 26.
Yeah, you've definitely passed it. So... You sit and wait for a little bit, like 3-4 minutes. You do notice that there's one building that the slaves in particular seem to be going in and out of. Mm-hmm. And so you can, you sort of guess that's where you'd go if you wanted to have a private conversation with one of them.
Does that have windows?
Not really. And that's kind of how you could guess it was a slave building, because it is not built with quality of life in mind, strangely. Not what they were thinking about.
Shall we try and sneak in there, Elfin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, surely I'm like getting some kind of crowd around me.
Wait, what are you saying specifically? And we're gonna roll a performance check based on it.
I'll fucking.
So, let's see how.
It could be. Basically yelling like, gather round, one and all."
Okay.
I have a sermon from the mouth of Helm.
Okay.
For your consideration for your spiritual needs.
Okay. Okay. Roll a performance check. Let's see how rousing you are.
Oh boy, I cannot wait to roll a 21. Okay.
Okay. Quite a decent crowd. Like, there are a group of slaves who are sort of not that it's like shift work, but who are like going to go sort of like go to that building that the other two are near. And they kind of stop on their way and just sort of, they're looking at you. There's a good mix of like men, women, various different types. There's like a couple of like larger folk, like orcs and Goliaths looking at you now. Just kind of watching, waiting to see what you say from the lips of Helm to their ears.
You
didn't think that far ahead, did you?
No.
Okay. Do you want us to pivot away to the other to Barb and let you?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Okay. So at this point, we're going to pivot back to Barb, who has arrived at the sort of little porter office of the foreman.
How good does it look? And just actual inspecting for some seconds.
It is just like a hastily put together planks of wood, barely like decent roof. Just like, it looks like it's a piece of shit, basically.
And this is the most like formal building in the quarry.
It doesn't look especially formal, but it is where the sort of foreman of the mine is, of the quarry is.
So I'm trying to work out if there were a slave revolt, this will be where the overseers would fortify themselves.
Ah, well, they probably haven't considered such a thing. This is probably not that building either. There's probably, you suspect one of the buildings you walked past is like a mess hall / just general debauchery dojo for the overseers.
Oh, I love a debauchery dojo.
Yeah, that's what the building's official designation is on the map that you see. They have like you're here.
The debauchery dojo.
Yeah.
So that would be where they fortify. Okay.
Brackets, you clean up your own mess.
Of course. All right. Can I? Is there a door? Is there a door, or is it just an open?
There is a door. There's a door. It doesn't seem to be locked or anything. There's no real visible way to lock it. It looks like it's a swinging door.
Okay, I'll give it a knock just because I'm a bit cautious about last time that I almost got caught out.
Ah, okay. You hear this very soft. Enter.
I slowly open the door and make inspection.
You see an incredibly unimpressed elf sitting across a desk from you. It's the desk. The desk is returned. Just sort of looking at you, and he's just like, "No, it's not. Come on, it's not, is it?"
Yes, it is.
You can stop pretending.
Okay, I close the door behind me.
Are you gonna kill this guy now? Is it like he must die? He's seen through it, so you have to kill him now.
No, that wasn't where I was going.
I was like, oh shit, this is not going the way I expected it to.
What makes you think that you can defy the orders of the Legate Maximus Aelius Pertinax?
Because
who put me here to inspect your fine establishment.
Because
what do you think will happen if I come back to the Legate? Let me finish. I am the inspector. And I tell him that you barred me from inspection. Your quarry will be shut down.
Because I know the name of every legate, and that's a fake legate. I
don't think you know the name of every legate.
I also know the name and face of every inspector, and I've never seen an inspector like you before. Meaning no offense.
Never met an inspector like you before.
He's not coming on to the fake barb, I just want to be clear.
And how would you come to remember the faces of all of these people? That seems very improbable.
He sort of opens a drawer and pulls out like a series of drawings of them. Look, I have hobbies, you know? And a photographic memory. And he just sort of slams the thing on the desk.
Don't like this guy's vibe.
Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah. He's the
and if an inspector comes and they're new to the job,
a slave mind. Did you expect this guy to be good vibes only?
Yeah, but I didn't expect it to be this creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you expect to happen when they hire someone new?
I would expect them to tell me in advance who they've hired, because that's what they do, so that we don't get people who are clearly not inspectors showing up. First of all, look at how you're dressed.
Listen, the sovereignty is spread very thin right now. You must have heard, but there are multiple points of weakness on the borders. There's some skirmishes going on in a lot of our border realms. The sovereignty cannot afford to spend all of their money on inspectors for, frankly, petty businessmen like yourself.
Look, first of all, you clearly don't know the structure of the business itself. I'm an employee here. I just work here. I don't own the quarry. So I'm already kind of suspicious as to whether you are actually an inspector or not, because you've not researched what the business structure is.
Well, I was told by your associate that this is where I would find the people to talk to.
I'm the foreman, yes, but I'm gonna have to fire that guy. Anyway, look, I know you're not an inspector, and you know you're not an inspector. You're well aware of that fact. Just stop pretending. Just stop pretending. Drop the disguise. I see what you are, and I know what you are.
Kill him.
Art's voice. So there are two very different ways I could have played that based on the role I got, and I'm sad to announce the funnier one did not happen. And I will tell you what the funnier outcome of this was later. So look. He like
How do I get out of here?
He meets your eyes. He's like, and you all right. Let me just see what the roll is here that you have to make. He meets your eyes, and you just feel like this buzzing in the back of your head, and you have to roll a wisdom saving throw as he just says, "Drop the disguise."
Fuck.
You didn't see that coming.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, immediately, Bob. You just bonk and bing, and now you're
Wait.
and now you are a constructor, warforged before him in a tattered janissary outfit. There. Now we can have an actual civilized conversation. He sort of gestures to the chair. Sit down.
Do you not think this is the way that things could have ended? If you'd have played along, would things not be nice? I say as I sit down.
Look, I have had to humor a lot of people for a very long time. You get tired of doing it after a while, and you have these conversations. You think you're the first adventurer to come in here and start poking around and asking questions and doing some kind of shenanigan that inevitably results in a massive cave-in or like a fucking worm emerging from the earth and eating half the people. Like, this shit happens all the time. I've been around for a while. I know how this plays out. Just tell me what you want.
How do I play this in a way that I don't get killed? Frankly...
And I'll remind you, you should probably tell me the truth the first time.
Do we know his stats?
You don't. No, you can't. Like, this isn't Baldur's Gate 3. You can't inspect his stats. That's not how that works. Like, what do you mean? Do we know his stats? No, that's the conceit of the game.
Is this guy underemployed? Is what we're asking.
I'll tell you this. Yes, you do get that sense from him. He is extremely underemployed. It's a bad economy when there's so many slaves, which is not the best or most moral argument against slavery, but in essence is true. So,
frankly, I'm not a fan of the way you do business here.
What do you mean? What way I do business? What way am I doing business?
I sort of gesture outside through one of the windows to where a bunch of slaves are mining.
I am an administrative clerk who was hired to ensure that all of the workers here are the most productive they can be. And frankly, I agree with you. I don't want there to be slavery. I much prefer working with a free workforce because they tend to be more productive, and I don't have to employ, and you just see like this hulking orc walk by just like with a whip on his shoulder. That guy. Do you think I want to hang out with that guy? He's an asshole.
A single tear runs down his cheek.
Yeah. You think I want to
if you are the foreman, surely you have some degree of power here, even if it's not absolute.
Look, the quarry owners and the people who want orders fulfilled send workers in to fulfill the orders. I manage them as best I can. That's what I do.
And who would I have to talk to try and persuade them not to do this? Call me a naive adventurer, but part of the reason I got into this whole business to try and make the world a better place.
Well, I'll tell you this. The people who own the slaves aren't going to release them. Better off talking to the slaves.
Right, but wouldn't you object to that?
Look, I want to leave the city. And if the mine happens to burn down, if the quarry happens to burn down in the night while I'm away, you know, right after I get my last payment, my next payment in 2 days, I wouldn't be unhappy. I'd have a sack full of gold and I'd be away, preferably away at sea. I'd go back home.
Can I do insight? I want to see if I can count on his actual silence if he's being truthful.
Yeah, roll insight on him.
Okay, that's a 4.
He is completely inscrutable to you. There's no telling what this guy actually thinks at all. He is either playing you perfectly, or he is the most honest person who has ever lived.
This is why I didn't split the party.
Into 4 pieces as well. Or 3 pieces.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't say anything about any of that. But if that's what you want to happen, stop you, I suppose.
Well, in that case...
I was hoping to persuade you into freeing the slaves.
I don't own them, so I can't free them. And I have no legal authority.
And you want to leave why?
I want to go home. I've lived in this city for 150 years. I want to go back across the Great White Sea, home.
Well, I can certainly understand that instinct. But I don't know whether to believe you. I was really totally candid here because Bob's sort of at a loss for words.
Well, by my reckoning, you don't really have a choice but to believe me. Or you kill me right now.
I would really rather not do that. It's not what I came here to do.
No, I can tell.
Yeah. Can I go put my disguise back on now?
Yes. But also, if you wanted to talk to one of the slaves who's influential, there's a rather large fella, bald, has blue tattoos on his scalp, a Goliath called Gamal. You'll want to talk to him.
Gamal. Okay. Is there anything with Gamal? Gamal. Slave. Blue tattoos. Goliath.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would want for me to guarantee that we're on the same page?
Just give me 2 days. And then you can burn it down. And I'll leave.
I never said anything about burning anything down. You brought that up suspicious.
Well, then that would be the deal. Make sure when the slaves revolt, if they revolt, or whatever it is you're planning to do, they burn the whole thing down.
Are you one of these landlords with the insurance policy on the quarry?
No, because I'm leaving. How would I claim the insurance?
I don't know how insurance works, I'm going to be honest. I'm a robot.
I am an employee. I just want my last pay before I leave. And go home.
Suspicious of it's the listed quarry.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a choice but to trust you. So,
very good.
I'm going to have to... I'll be very upset if you betray me.
Yeah, I mean, I would be too, so...
Alright, see ya!
He just lets you walk out. He's not stopping you, he lets you leave.
Okay.
The Shawshank exception.
I close the door behind me and I'm like...
Are you just trying to stop yourself from dying on the spot from anxiety?
Like a mental breakdown outside the shed.
Yeah. Okay. Let's pivot back to Angrif and his sermon. Angrif, what is your sermon?
So,
we're already off to a strong start.
You can be arrested just for being English.
Finally.
Gather around, everyone. So
here's the deal, everyone.
Right, here's the deal.
Bing, you're dead.
Fucking hell. Okay. Some place their trust in warships, and some in weapons of destruction. But we remember Helm the Protector, Helm the Vigilant. They are brought down and fallen, but we are risen and victorious. Unfortunately, duty and fear often follow the same path. We must conquer the one... We must follow the one and conquer the other.
Okay. Roll a performance check with advantage, because that was good, actually.
Yeah.
Also,
that is.
Yeah.
So is that performance?
Yes, performance. But also, I will say you do feel like not like necessarily from Tempus directly, but like an indirect sense that that someone was impressed by the sermon.
That's a 15.
Yeah, the crowd's getting into it. They're like clapping. Yeah, woo! Let's go. Like, we love home. I'm going to assume that the sermon carries on in much the same way. What's the message you're trying to convey through all of this to them?
Essentially that, you know, you have to overcome your fear, like trying to imply as subtly as possible, but like not so subtle that it's unnoticed, that you know, you need to take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves to protect yourself, to protect your brothers and sisters and your families.
Yeah, the crowd
from what is to come.
The crowd are super into it. The small crowd that's gathered, and after you're done with your sermon, they disperse. They're heading towards the building that where Elfin and Art are going to be sneaking in now.
Will we wait until the group are in the building?
Yeah, and you do curiously spot a Goliath with the blue tattoos, but you don't know who that is. So
we don't have any idea. We're just it cuts from like Bar being assured to us being like, look, we've got one chance against these fucks who want to keep these people enslaved. We got to spread this shit around because they're gonna be after us. They're gonna be clamping down hard on anything these guys do. So we've got to be fucking on it. We got to be convincing.
It's just like a pep talk before you do roll the worst charisma roll in history.
Okay, nothing bad can happen.
Nothing bad can happen. Nothing bad can happen. We're gonna tell them that.
Like the worst pep talk outside a nightclub when your mate's flagging. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like...
Look, you spat on the bouncer's shoe by mistake, but we can still get in. We can do this. A real story that did happen.
Yeah, it had that credibility to it, where I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have made that up.
Okay, so first thing, you have to roll stealth to get into the building, but you still have pass without a trace advantage. So, well, no advantage, but plus 10. So I'm going to assume that's more a formality than anything.
Yeah, 29.
Yeah.
I mean, I rolled a 7 and it got up to 29.
I rolled a 17 and it's now 29 again.
Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, you got in. You're in the build. You notice it's just basically...
Is this a debauchery dojo, though?
No, this is not that. They don't get a debauchery dojo. The slaves don't get one. This is a very, very basic mess. Like, so basic...
That should be their first round.
So basic...
Dojo.
Yeah, so basic that, like, the sort of jugs of drink they have, it's like chained to a table, and their cups are also chained to the table. So it's super bare bones.
Also, just really hard to do the washing up. You have to go to each individual cup.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's giving a shit about the washing up in the slave camp where the slaves drink.
Oh my god, the slave cutlery is filthy.
The inspector walks in and just starts freaking out about the cutlery. It's such a...
The microwave's not been washed in months.
Yeah. Inspector
Allow me to destroy your kitchen.
Yeah. Oh no. Just going to keep it subtle and then showing up as Onko Glabogian to destroy the kitchen.
I am still my Inspector persona, so when I finally arrive...
Oh yeah, you didn't have a persona because you got instantly, like, owned by the guy? You, like, saw through it straight away?
It's fine, we're back. We're back, the sky's back on.
Okay. Are you gonna walk in after them into the building?
Well, my plan is to meet up with the rest of the crew.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to see Angrif. I don't know how far away we were.
You could probably hear him from how loud he was bellowing.
Right, but I also know that I need to go straight to the slave with the blue tattoos. I think that my priority would be go that way.
So you're just walking in after them, essentially, after they've snuck in expertly.
We have expertly. and we are like crouched down. We are fucking. We are like skylighted in. Fucking Ethan Hunt. Fucking.
Okay.
And
I feel like I'm 2 minutes. I'm like 2 minutes behind, though. I think. So I think
you're
you got
like,
time.
there's like a staggering here. So just as they finish this action, you will walk in because I assume they're going to give a rousing speech or some fucking shit like that now.
Well, what I was going to do was to try and look for someone influential because I didn't actually want to do a rousing speech. I just wanted to sort of do bubbling rumors and then sort of have that sort of play out.
Okay, yeah. Roll an insight check on the room.
So I'll roll an insight check on the room and almost certainly get the wrong person.
Oh yeah.
Where's my insight?
Oh yeah, you're gonna get the wrong person. I've already bet on that.
18, not too bad.
18. Okay. You do notice that people are gravitating towards Goliath with blue tattoos on his scalp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Yeah, you also have noticed that's who people are gravitating to. He seems like a problem solver.
So we give each other like a look, like a super sneaky, like, cock this guy, like be, and we sort of edge your way down and sort of lean over to the guy with the blue tattoos and say, "We're here to help. We have some information that might be useful. Keep it on the down low, because I know that in this place, when you're a slave, any information could be dangerous."
He's listening.
In a couple of days.
He's listening intently.
In is it 3 days that the
Yes, it is 3 days.
And do we have a time for when the
games will be on?
The game will be on.
High noon. High noon is when the sort of
Okay. 3 days, high noon. The visiting legate is going to be assassinated. In that moment, there's going to be chaos, and in that moment, you will have a chance to burn this whole fucking place to the ground. But don't you remember? This needs to be spread quietly and let it percolate. You seem like you've got influence here.
Sort of gives you a nod of understanding. He's like, hey.
Okay, and with that,
he sort of as you just before you, he's like, "Thank you, small man."
Thank you, big man.
Yeah, this guy is like 8.5 feet tall. He is a big boy.
Cheers, big man. And
okay, you sneak.
Eat the guns, meat kebab.
As you're sneaking back out, Barb is on the outside of the building, just walking.
Are they out? Do I see them leave?
Yeah, you see them leave because, like, why would they hide from you as soon as they see you? I guess, unless you want to hide from her.
I think it's funnier. I'm not trying. I mean, we're being sneaky, so like.
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 24.
Okay, Barb, roll a perception check to see if you see them.
That's a natural 1.
So no, would be the answer to that question. They just sneak right by you, and you walk right into this thing, and you see that the cutlery is filthy.
Good God! Look at the state of this establishment.
Every single slave in the room looks at you like you're the biggest asshole alive right now.
Oh no, first party death.
This could be it. Beaten to death by the slaves is.
Pardon me, everyone. I'm the. I'll just use a little bit of magic to clean up this place, and I start using prestidigitation on the.
What was this your plan?
to clean, to be like a weirdly high class maid for the slaves. It's like what?
I want to talk to the guy, but once they all stared at me, I was like, oh shit, I gotta be normal. So now I'm just cleaning up the place.
Is this normal? Not a single person here thinks this is normal. There is not a single one. I
thought you were going to go in and like do a speech or something.
Yeah, you came in, announced you were the inspector, incidentally announcing yourself as a representative of the power that keeps them enslaved, and then started cleaning their shit.
I mean, do they not want their shit cleaned?
It's They're just very confused by what's happening right now. Everyone looks super confused and doesn't know what's happening.
God, I wish Art were here.
At this point,
blind.
At this point, a lot of the slaves just get up and are like, "No, we're not. This is too weird. We're leaving." Including your big blue tattooed fella. He's walking.
Can I try and get his attention?
Oh, absolutely, you can. Oh no,
I send him a telepath.
I would say getting his attention is the least of your problems at this point, but yeah.
I send him a telepathic message, and I say we're here to help.
He can send a message back, right?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah, he sends back like,
yeah.
There were two other people here who already said this to me.
I send back, shit, my bad.
He looks so confused and just walks out. He's out. These people get like a break a day, and they've cut it short because you were so awkward. You were so awkward. They would rather return to the. They would rather skip their precious break from chattel slavery to return to it than deal with.
This is just like my school life, you know.
Start info dumping on the best way to like clean cutlery.
I'm visiting some deep trauma here.
Prestidigitation and a bit of vinegar, and boom.
I am gonna keep cleaning because it'd be weird to stop now.
Yeah, you have successfully cleaned the room. I hope you're happy.
I'm not happy. If anything, I'm deeply traumatized. But I will clean it and I will leave.
Okay.
In fact, no, I won't. Actually, I won't. I will look around, find any of anything.
Find any
any plans or anything.
Oh.
Evidence of any plans or anything, or like
roll an investigation check.
Cracks in the wall.
Roll an investigation check.
Yeah.
Go for it.
That's a 22.
Yeah, you do find like a couple of boards that are a bit loose, and look under them and find some surprisingly nice looking weapons.
Well, looks like they're all prepared.
Yeah,
I put it back.
Almost as if they had agency prior to you being here.
Well, yeah, but like we have to make sure they're also on board with when to do it and stuff like that. So, okay, I'm gonna head out and I start looking for the nearest one of my.
Okay, I'm gonna assume Art and Elfin. Did you go to Angrif?
I would assume that we would want to just sneak out and try and get out as quickly as possible now that the thing's
I'm going to fuck up everyone's plans now.
I will say that you have... Okay, as you're sneaking out, Bob, what is your plan? Was it just to look?
My plan... Well, now I know that he's been talked to.
Yeah.
I'm imagining that is Art and Elfin's deal because, you know, Angrif isn't the kind of person that sneaks into places. So I will be going towards, if I can't see the other two, which I imagine they've already fucked off, I'll be going to regroup with Angrif, but I'm very embarrassed, so I'm probably not going to fuck anything up.
Okay. You do spot Angrif. I assume Angrif is preparing to get the fuck out as well.
Yeah, wrapping up.
Yeah.
Thanks, you've been great.
Yeah, and at the end of the final round of applause, that's when Barb's disguised self appears.
I throw some coins at Angrif.
Making yourself even more conspicuous than before.
I'm trying to encourage the rest of them to do it. To throw more coins.
The slaves! Not a copper between them.
That's incredibly patronizing.
Yeah. Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Talk about a misreading a room.
Okay.
When no one else does it, I just say under my breath, well, I'm really glad I can get rid of the disguise after today. No one will remember what happened.
At this point, the crowd disperses in Angrif in his disguise as a cleric of Helm. I assume is looking at you with extreme disapproval.
Giving the super secret signal of what the fuck have you done?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Angrif, that was my attempt to be subtle.
Oh yes, like having registered what Bob says, Angrif in sort of overly loud voice says, "Oh yes, let me tell you minor points of Helm's, the theology of Helm," and beckons Barb over as they leave.
Yeah, you're just like ushering her out. Like that's what's happening here. Okay. The rest of you, I guess, after all of these various fiascos, you will regroup where you started.
Various fiascos. That would have been a fucking great group name, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Various fiascos.
Next party, the various fiascos. You regroup.
Lupe, other people, I imagine.
Yeah, you arrive at the top of the quarry where you started, and everyone is there, standing, as it's now comfortably mid-afternoon after all of your various dealings and such.
We may have one slight problem. Yeah, we can walk and talk.
Yeah.
When I did go to see the foreman, he did figure out I was in disguise. He claims to want to cause to be part of a slave revolt and get out of here. Unprompted, he told me this, but I don't know if we can trust him.
Well, we already we did our job brilliantly, Elfin. Frankly.
Yeah.
We
sure I did,
found someone that we
brilliantly.
think. Yeah, we found someone. We used our incredible insight and found someone that we think is a big wig, influential amongst the group. We
The blue tattoo guy.
Yeah. How do you foreman?
The foreman told me to talk to him.
Okay,
So
cool. Okay, as
I'm
long as
leaning on the
nothing-
side of we can trust him, but
Right. So we talked to him. As long as nothing kind of has spooked him since we talked to him, he seemed extremely receptive, frankly ready. I gave him the time, told him when to kick it off, 3 days time, midday. Just said to burn the place down. So as long as nothing spooked him since we spoke, then I think we can count on something happening. So I think that's gone brilliantly.
Well, I was all in favour of a slave revolt, but then this inspector.
This weird inspector showed up. Yeah, how much of that story is Barb about to tell? I don't know.
no, I will. I'm Barbara's naive enough to tell the whole thing.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, Barb, tell the story to everyone else. Tell them from your perspective what happened.
Oh no, okay. So, funny story. After I talked to the foreman, and he told me...
Half funny, or...?
Well, he told me to go find the blue tattoo guy. I went to the mess to find the blue tattoo guy. I'm in my inspector guise, so I announced I was going to clean everything. And then everyone, for some reason, left. And
Is that something inspectors do?
I don't know. But I did do that. And then they all left, and I talked to the blue guy, and I said we're on his side, and he says, yeah, I know. We're going to go do this thing. So he seemed still up for it. I did spook him a little bit, but he did still seem up for it. And then I went to go see Angrif. I may have thought that the appropriate thing to do for preachers is to tip them. But everyone else is a slave. They didn't have any money to throw.
This is a shit. This is a terrible sermon. I'm not tipping this time.
Yeah, he was handing out leaflets afterwards for his 12 and 1 a.m. show.
I am picturing like Jesus doing the Sermon on the Mount, and someone like puts like $1 in his robe.
Oh my god!
Get yourself something nice.
A story that my mum told us when we were going over stuff with the celebrant a few weeks ago, is that when the celebrant asked my mum how her and dad, like what they did for fun when they were first dating, and she thought back and she was like, well, yeah, we used to go up the mound and heckle the Christians. And they used to just stand outside the mound, just like with a chippy, just shouting at the preachers who were shouting at people around the corner. And then one time the preacher stopped while they were heckling him, pointed at them and went, "I'm casting Perils swine!
Deep John lore, holy fuck.
That's so good.
That's awesome. That's so good.
I would have tipped your parents, John.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah. Oh, what a brilliant story. One day I will tell people what my parents liked to do when they first started dating, but we won't.
That might be TOS.
That might be TOS because I will get in trouble. You know, Bob knows.
Yeah.
I told Bob and partner knows.
Yeah, just after the Trump impression, we did find.
Yeah, you did find out. I'll tell everyone at Alasdair's party what my parents did when they were young.
I again am on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, it's yeah. It involves a prison break. It's fucking crazy. Anyway,
Of course.
yeah, no one in my family is normal. It's just that we express it differently. Right, so Bob having explained the story, what is everyone's reactions to how much of a dipshit Bob has been?
This is standard at this point, right? Everyone knows to expect this from me.
I guess
Classic Bob.
we just have to move forward with the assumption that the guy is on our side and that things will happen. Let's forget this. Bob?
I tell you what, Art. I'm never bringing that disguise back again. So
I preferred the cook anyway.
she is coming back.
Why?
Popular character.
Why are we bringing the cook back? That was the worst. Well, no, that worked, actually.
It went so well!
It worked way too well. I let way too much slide in this campaign.
Yeah, let's go back to the pub.
Okay. You return to the Burning Sword, where it is now evening once you've made your way back into the city, and the crowds get bigger and bigger as you head back, and the tavern it's pretty full. It's kind of like 3/4 full. People are chatting. There's a group of sort of well-dressed merchants kind of having a quiet word amongst themselves in the corner, and you also spot your good friends, Tiberius and Striking Iron, just having a conversation among themselves.
Well,
How was your day?
Oh. Well, it was pretty good. Did you this is Striking Iron talking. Did you go to speak to he makes the noise of again. Did you go speak to him?
Not yet. That's tomorrow's plan.
Okay.
what was this? I might have been checking
This
on my
this is we're gonna go to the apothecary to get some better invisibility potion.
Yeah,
We only have like
a
short duration ones.
a Kenku apothecary.
Yeah.
Okay. No, we
Maybe some magic stuff.
potion
some
seller.
potions. Yeah.
Tiberius is digging into like a piece of chicken that he's eating. He kind of looks at you and like, so what did you all get? Did you all manage to go to the quarry and you didn't cause any problems?
Well, funny you should ask.
I mean, technically there weren't any problems.
I think we have set the scene for problems to be caused in a couple days.
Sounds like a good thing then.
Yeah.
What were you doing all day?
Yeah, more or less.
Everything went fine.
Well, it turns out I might know some of the people in the local garrison, so I reached out and sort of just got a feel for. I told them that I was on leave, and I told them, got a feel for how the garrison's doing. It's about 500 of them in the city. Not feeling great, apparently.
What sense? Squiffy tummies?
No, morale. They're a bit demoralized from how much the locals fucking hate them.
So they wouldn't be against just fucking off.
Maybe they could go on leave.
Well, you'd probably have to make a pretty substantial offer to the sort of to the centurions. You'd have to make a pretty substantial offer to them to just sort of mutiny. But they might.
Is there any chance that their morale would be even worse if we did find a way to give them all squiffy tummies?
Oh, almost certainly, yeah. I mean, it would put pretty big portion of them out of action. They probably wouldn't really be up for a big fight then.
Hard to do a big fight when you're shitting.
Yeah.
I remember that from being a soldier.
Yeah, I remember that from 3 months ago.
I mean, we do have the money for some bribery, but we could also do the squiffy tummy thing if it's more fun. It sounds fun.
Well, I know where the granary is that they use to supply their food from. So you could probably make their bread kind of fucked, if you like.
They're the only people that eat from this.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Well, I don't know that.
Are we about to poison a bunch of civilians?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to
It was
poison
a suggestion.
Yeah.
It's not a...
I mean, we could bribe them, I guess. How much do you think it would take to bribe them?
Centurion? Would say probably... Depends what you want them to do. Do you want them to sort of conveniently be absent in a few days?
I think that's for the best. We don't need them to be fighting with us. We just need...
Well, convenient...
Yeah, just not be here.
Convenient absence. You know, scouting party could get into some sort of incident, and then you have to send men out to look for the scouting party, and then you have to look for those men, so on and so on. You could probably get quite a lot of them out of the city. You'd have to make the Centurion a pretty substantial offer, probably 800-900 gold or something like that each, so there would be 5 of them.
I think that's doable.
And you'd have to provide like a sort of purse to be distributed among the common soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Probably another 500 gold.
You know, a year ago that would have sounded ridiculous, but right now it sounds like a pretty good plan. Or we can make them all shit.
I'll tell you what, I can go negotiate with one of the Centurions, old friend of mine.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Mr. Iron?
Big Iron.
Please, my father was Mr. Iron.
Kenku kind of tilts his head thinking, he's like, well, there are worse plans. If you think they can convincingly sell the loss of scouting parties and patrols, then why not?
Well, what would you do, Striking Iron?
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter to us whether they can convincingly sell it. If they do it, it doesn't really matter to us on the other end.
That's true. If they get punished for it, that's not our problem.
Yeah.
What have I been doing?
What would you do, though? Yeah. What would you do instead? Because you said it wasn't the best plan. What would if you were in our shoes?
I would probably find a way to...
Gruffy tummies?
Well, not that necessarily, but to target the leadership of... Not the Centurions, but the higher leadership. Or at the very least, target the magic users. The magic users are the big problem in a sovereignty garrison.
Well, surely we can do that as well. If we're looking for the Centurions, then we can take out the people above them while also bribing them. And I presume that if you take out their leadership, then the morale will not go higher.
Yes. But I would have thought aiming higher would have worked. But also, if there are no soldiers for the higher-ups to command, what are they going to do, right?
Taking out the magic users would also help with the deed itself, because there'd be fewer people to detect invisibility.
My alternative would have been reaching out to some of the locals who are big in the resistance and helping them arm themselves or training them in how to fight properly when the day comes. But I can handle that myself, even.
I believe we're operating on something of an accelerated timeline at the moment.
Well then, I guess I better work hard. Tiberius interjects again. He's like, look, those numbers I gave, I can't be 100% sure of them. And so I want you to tell me essentially to what maximum I should negotiate with what I should offer these people.
I guess at maximum, what they said, 800, about 800.
Yeah.
I'd say at a maximum maybe 1,000 per big person.
Okay.
And 700 purse.
Okay.
But try and obviously whittle them down.
Don't worry, I will. Yeah. Centurion I'm meeting with's a good friend. Influential. Whichever way he swings, the other Centurions will go as well. A lot of them...
Is he by?
I mean, he is as well. But a lot of the Legion that's garrisoning here are from another place that's not the sort of home region of the sovereignty. A lot of them are from places across the White Sea and such. Not necessarily big fans of the sovereignty itself. And not necessarily big fans of being so far from home. So, give them enough to get a boat home and abandon the army and live quite comfortably. They might take it.
So we've got a plan for tomorrow then. It is, first of all, get some potions, because I don't think that'll take very long. Secondly, while Tiberius negotiates, we assassinate some higher ranking figures. And then
you also have the gladiator school.
Oh yeah. Lunch.
And go to the apothecary and the gladiator school.
Okay, we'll do those first, and then we can do lunch, and then we can kill some folk.
Organize a conference.
If we're going around killing senior leadership of local military, is that not going to raise eyebrows?
This is the part I'm most worried about.
Yeah, I did think about that as well.
If we do the bribery, will we need to kill the higher-ups?
Striking Iron's sort of interjecting. Probably not.
Oh, okay. Then let's not bother.
Like, higher-ups would probably be of no use. I mean, it's some magic. I assume you've fought magic users before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Well, then there you go.
And, planning one assassination is hard enough. Planning multiple is going to be real tricky.
Long lunch, then.
Yeah. Striking Iron's kind of like, it's callous, but leave them... I would leave the magic users to the crowds and the malicious. Even if it means a lot of them don't necessarily come out the other side of it, it's probably more important that you kill the legate.
Yeah. So I guess then we can go with you and help with training and arming in the afternoon after lunch.
Determined to have lunch.
Yeah.
Very well. Yeah.
It's like,
the only thing on your mind.
It's like, I really heard about the great seafood here. I want to try out this place,
Yeah. These tiny muffins are great.
Yeah.
Like, what if you had this but bigger? That's what I wanted to ask someone.
Yeah. You should cast enlarge on the muffin and then just blow everyone's minds.
Yeah.
I define
a big, tiny muffin.
Yeah.
Big, tiny muffin. Like,
Giant,
a big mini muffin.
A massive muffin, if you will.
Someone's going to cast enlarge just wrong and make a building-sized muffin. And just be like, too big.
What? If that solved all our problems, that'd be a great end to the quest.
Yeah, you just crush the legate under a giant muffin.
The legate suffocates to death on a giant blueberry muffin.
It's like so delicious way to die there.
If you pull that off. Oh, by the way, I should say, Angrif, you're going to get inspiration for the sermon.
And hell yeah!
And I will say, probably, I will also give Barb inspiration for playing her role so well.
Commitment to the bit of being a fuck up.
Yeah, like
unfortunately, that is very much in character.
Yeah, like I will say that is like commitment to the bit has just appeared in the Baldur's Gate 3 way. Like,
Alright, I need to go toilet break for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I also need to. So shall we come back at like 20 past?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, return with the V to the sovereignty.
Yes, that's
Oh,
right.
if we're not
We are live.
live. Okay.
Yeah. I thought someone was going to say return the sausages. Honestly.
Someone already did.
Of the sausages.
Return of the sausages.
That's realised 35 minutes ago.
Yeah. It's just, oh no. Alright, okay, so, it's now quite late in the tavern. So I assume the party's going to go to sleep.
Yeah, we're just talking about nationalising Barrys and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the Barrys, local Barry, comes into the pub and starts drinking.
Barry for the people.
Yeah. Barry at
The
the
people's
point.
Barry.
Barry at the point of need. Oh no. Okay.
From each according to their need, each according to their paths.
That's right. Okay. Is anyone doing anything? Anyone sneaking out? Anyone doing anything like that?
Nah.
No, but I'm gonna keep outside the bedrooms, just with my lights on, just in case, because I'm a little bit suspicious in case something bad happened.
But nothing bad can happen. You see.
Nothing bad can happen, but just in case.
Yeah. Okay, Angrif. It is the morning.
Oh, the dice of fate.
Yeah. Fate is a good word for it. Oh, that's a number. That is wow. Wow, you'll never guess what 31 is.
Instant death.
No, guess who feels even more emotionally drained than usual and has disadvantage on charisma.
Why all your rolls just gives Angrif depression? Like,
Yeah.
To be fair, one of them gave him a random point in a skill he was proficient in. I'm not saying it's like he's just got incredibly unlucky. Well, to be honest, some of these are really fucking severe, but they're very rare. So,
Oh, great! I love those odds.
yeah.
What are the odds of getting a 1%?
Well, yeah. Depending on how many days we go on for with this situation.
Yeah, how many fucking dice we roll? Yeah.
I mean, like, I will tell you, there is one where you do suffer from debilitating headaches and get disadvantage on everything for an entire day. So
that's just my life.
that was my life between the ages of 23 and 28. So,
God, imagine being an adventurer that suffers from migraines. You're trying to like aim an arrow shot, and you just can't see anything.
This is what makes me like any of these like stories, right? Everyone goes around, they just go around the normal day. They never have a headache, never have a bad tummy.
yeah.
They're always ready for adventure.
Sorry, lads, I can't fight the Demon King today. I need to lie down in a dark room with a cloth on my head.
Ah.
I've got IBS.
That's yeah. That's what Tiberius usually has. Right. So you all wake up, Angrif looking even more of a frowny face than usual, as you were saying.
You can believe it.
Yeah, sitting at the table. Tiberius and Striking Iron curiously absent, but you do spot a different sort of a strange
maybe someone
patron.
got lucky.
Strange patron for the morning, a rather well-dressed elf sitting in the corner enjoying some breakfast.
Oh no.
Do
Do I recognize
him?
myself?
Do you recognize the elf? You do recognize the elf.
Oh fucking hell!
Where from?
He knows I'm the only he's the only one. I should go sit down with him.
You cut out in the middle of that, but
Oh, I'm imagining I'm the only warforged she's ever met.
it does cut out at the worst times.
I don't know how you do
Damn
it.
Yeah, it's so impressive how it cuts out precisely at the bits that we need for context.
Yeah.
It's Discord. Discord is like I think it might be one of your Discord settings rather than your microphone.
Yeah.
It's like it's just every time you're like, and I do this essential thing. I walk up right to him, I put a finger in his face, and I say, I rolled a natural 20.
He will recognize me, right?
Oh, he's
Like
looking
immediately.
right at the party. He's like, interesting.
Okay. I'm gonna just telepathically say to like the party, say, wait here. I don't want you to be associated with me. Pretend you don't know me for a second.
Well, that's going to be difficult. We've been eating these muffins together for 20 minutes.
Have we? We haven't established that.
No, well, it's all about yes and, so I guess.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's what's happened there.
According to the rules of improv, we're fucked.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Anyway, nice to meet you for the first time.
I have no idea who you are.
Roll a performance for that one.
I have a -1 to performance.
Well, you better hope
I rolled a 7, so that's a 6.
Okay.
Let's see how that played out. Man is just.
Does he react to Art's comment?
No, he's just eating. He's focusing on his food. He doesn't seem like he's sort of turned back to focus on his food a little bit and his drink.
All right, fuck it. Art, come with me.
Okay. I gather up some muffins.
It's just like in your shirt, just like stuff your shirt full of the muffins.
Are you my nan? What the fuck?
Okay, Art and Barb walk over. Art cradling these muffins.
Did you follow me here?
Who's this?
This is the foreman from the mine.
Yeah, but Art wouldn't know who that was.
Yeah,
yeah, sorry. No, I come here all the time.
This is the foreman, Art, the one I was telling you about.
I thought you meant there were 4 men in there.
I mean, I don't. Maybe he's got a really good disguise self as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not my specialty, I'm afraid.
Have you tried the muffins?
I've been here before, so yes, they're very good. Bit small though. I feel like they should make them bigger.
That's the thing. Like, does anyone figure that out yet?
I don't know. Must be like must be
Technology for that must be decades away.
Yeah.
You got to produce
You
a
got
lot
some
more culture.
cocaine.
You got to make a lot more culture points before you can get the large muffin tin. Unfortunately,
You have to get a Taj Mahal first, and
Yeah.
then you can get the yeah.
The bigger the dome, the bigger the bun.
That's it.
That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Have to get a great artist so you can invent a large muffin.
I suppose if we're going to be in regular contact, I could ask you.
What do you want to ask him? You cut out exactly as you asked. It was incredible. It's spectacular.
God damn it! What is happening? I suppose if we're going to be in regular contact, I should ask you what your name is.
It's Jabril.
Jabroni?
Jabril.
Gibraltar?
That is what Gibraltar. That is the name of the person Gibraltar is named after. Yes.
Oh,
What,
really?
jabroni?
No, Jabril. It's named after Umayyad, I want to say, general, who is also alleged to be the first person from Afro-Eurasia who speculated on the existence of America, which is not true because Vikings were probably the first Afro-Eurasians who went there. But anyway, yeah.
And I've not seen you here before.
Well, how often have you come here, and how long have you been coming here?
That's too many questions.
It feels like a sample
mad at me?
size of, for example, 2 would not be enough of a sample size to judge whether someone goes somewhere.
Barbara, we getting roasted.
I think so.
Why
I'm
are
not
we...
really sure how to react in this situation. I was assuming I'd never see this guy again.
I was curious and confused as to what sort of group would stick their nose into a quarry. And he sort of looks at the party, looks back at you.
Don't do that.
I don't know what I expected, but I'm encouraged.
I like what I see.
Yeah, he's encouraged. You look like a group of people who have spectacularly fucked things up on your adventures, and I
don't like.
love it.
I mean, everything is fine.
Yeah,
nothing bad can happen.
Is that right? Did something bad happen?
Sometimes plans go sideways, but I don't think they go bad.
Listen, nothing bad can happen.
Doesn't mean that something bad hasn't happened before.
Not for a while.
Agree to disagree.
Are you now in this conversation? If his Angrif come over to join in just to dunk on Arts? Just showing up just to deliver the cutting line to undermine him in front of this stranger.
You're not going back on our promise, are you?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm a person of my word.
Insight check.
Okay.
17.
Yeah,
20, 30.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay, that's good. Because we were planning to have a day with a long lunch today, and we we didn't want to organize more stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I guess fighting or
No.
would be a hassle.
My fighting days are long behind me. I've not done that in centuries at this point.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you're just here to sort of eye us up and make us nervous?
I was actually genuinely just here to eat, and then I saw you guys.
Oh.
That's kind of a relief, actually, yeah.
Oh, small world.
Yes. Well, they don't really have good places out by the quarry, you see, on account of the city being depopulated and it being full of, slaves. They don't really have much of a consumer sort of culture out that way.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That austerity will do that.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Well, since I found you, I suppose I might have some additional request if you can spare the long lunch. I might have something else I need. Well, not need, but would quite like before I leave.
And this will go into lunchtime.
No, you could do it tomorrow for all I care.
Okay, cool.
But there's an item of interest for me that is currently being held in the garrison's barracks. Kind of thing where you would know it when you see it. A kind of it is a tome of interest to me. Kind of
when people say you'll know it when you see it,
yeah.
It's often easy to say, here's what it is, and then we'll know it when we see it.
Yeah. Tome, gold leaf cover. Gold leaf cover with, he sort of takes a piece of parchment out and draws what a lot of you recognize as like an old elven symbol. Has this on it. Have to confess, it's been a long time since I've studied my Elvish, so, but it has a set of spells that I am very interested in. Nothing harmful or intended to be harmful, at least not in my hands, but I would rather keep the sovereignty away from that kind of magic, if I can help it.
You've been in the sovereignty for like a century, right?
Well, this
What's
place
to stop you getting it before?
Place wasn't always occupied by the sovereignty.
True.
Can I do a history check on that symbol?
Yeah, but
Elfin is probably the best bet here. Would have advantage on any sort of elf-related stuff.
Oh, that's a 16 and a 21.
Yeah, so it's a symbol that...
Oh, wait, no, 20, but...
It's functionally you have passed either way. It's a symbol that sort of represents... not like the cosmology, like the Great Wheel cosmology, not like the different realms of the different gods and the sort of, Shadowfell and the Feywild and stuff. It's like a symbol that represents like actual physical material cosmology. Like it's a symbol that, like, if it was on a book, you would think it's a book that tells you how to travel to different planets on the material plane.
Oh.
I might want to take a look at that book before we hand over. Because I might be able to copy some of the spells into my Warlock book.
I mean, if it keeps you on side, then we'll be happy to work with you, I believe.
Well,
right, guy?
There is a separate reward aside from cooperation. I happen to have a... I happen to have.
Is this the romance option?
I happen to be maybe if you play your cards right. I happen to be a collector of such items and adventurers like you, good, decent folk.
Yep.
Who told you that?
Well, it's not exactly like an asshole's going to waltz in and start trying to free slaves.
We do have
to be an
principle.
asshole and still be against slavery. Like that's just such a low bar.
Don't explain to him chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
But sorry, yes, you'll pay us. Yeah.
We want a free slave, so knows the trans rights.
Wouldn't pay, but would give a sort of magical trinket or some such.
As payment.
Yes, the book.
Okay.
Yeah, but like a payment to me implies like cash, which, you know, more reward or exchange, a fair exchange. I give you a rare magical item, you give me the rare magical book.
Sure, man.
Yep.
You sat down on a desk outside of us.
It's like I'm just remembering like every desk scene again because that compilation is so good. Just the best compilation. But yeah, if that's obviously I understand people like you must be very busy, but if you have the time, I would appreciate it.
We could do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got a
like
spare day.
Arrange this.
It's alright, unless we're getting into some problems, right?
Yes. I'm sure I have complete faith in your competence based on what I saw when we met the last time. So give Barb a nod.
You're fucking with me, I can tell.
I mean, he's hiring us, so, you know.
I must have been impressed in some way.
Or desperate.
Well, let's not split hairs.
Impressed for it.
Yeah. Wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
Stands up and
you too.
pats himself down and just glides out.
We should make business cards that say impressed or desperate, team normal for you.
All right, what's the plan, everyone? There's no striking iron or Tiberius today.
Apothecary and gladiator school, and then we can do anything else that remains of the days.
Yeah, we've got to drop
Oh, no, I had a whole plan.
I
had a whole conference plan.
We could do those that for the morning, obviously. Apothecary and gladiator lunch. Then after that, we could go and help, like go drop in by the resistance and try to help train them, try and do some stuff, or we could just get this fucking book deal done with.
Deal.
Yeah.
Book deal.
Big deal.
You're gonna get published. That's what's about to happen.
At last.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So apothecary first, then.
I think so. It's the lowest stakes one can build up to.
You can build up
Higher
to
stakes.
your heist, or not, as the case may be. We'll see. Okay, so you make your way. You follow the directions Striking Iron gave you, and you arrive at a rather like run-down-looking apothecary. Has like the sign that's a little cauldron on it. It looks a little run-down, but if Striking Iron's recommended it, you suspect it would be, you know, quite good. You if he's vouching for it, you have no reason to doubt it.
Yeah.
So you walk in and you find just a collection, just like a massive collection of ridiculously coloured potions lining the wall. The entire walls of this place are just shelves full of potions of various colours with price tags on them, and just they also have like a section with books. And as you open the door, you just ding, little bell, and and this rather like slender Kenku walks out, sort of tilts her head at you. Goes, "Greetings, welcome. We don't get many humanoid types like you all, you know, non-birds, I guess, in here. But welcome."
Greetings yourself. Are you a book slam?
Makes the noise herself. Yes, that's me.
Awesome. We're friends of Striking Iron. He sent us to inquire about some potions.
Yes. Well, what can I do for you?
Invisible?
Right. Invisible. I can do invisible. Quite a trivial one, actually. Pulls out kind of like Crystal Pepsi looking potion. That is a potion that will make you invisible for 1 hour.
Oh, magic.
Unfortunately, the price is 25,000 gold.
What? How much did we have?
Well, you had
we can't.
You have pounds of gold. You don't even have coins. You have pounds of gold, all of you.
Yeah, we have I couldn't get the number high enough on D&D Beyond, but it was like 1 million.
Yeah, we worked out. We actually sat and did the maths.
Yeah, I mean that sounds great. We could do that. For say one of us was a bit of a, I don't want to say religious zealot, but say that they had a moral compunction about fighting someone while invisible. Can you drop that invisibility yourself, or do we just have to time it right?
Oh, on command, you can dismiss it. Yeah, that's how the invincibility potion works. Why do you think it costs so much? Gives you complete control over the invisibility.
And this is one use for that amount of money.
It's just one use.
How do people normally afford these potions?
Truth is, most of your work as an apothecary is medicine and such, and that subsidizes the finding the ingredients for stuff like this.
Yeah,
I see.
Who normally buys this stuff?
Adventurers and perverts for the invisibility potion.
Rich perverts.
Yeah.
There are a lot of rich perverts.
That is, were you telling me?
I've heard recently.
Yeah, you telling me?
A book came out.
Yeah.
Oh my
One
God.
of the senior ones, an ambassador, I think.
Yeah, it's very strange. Very strange that someone would make that person an ambassador, knowing this was the case, because it was all public.
No, it just seems bad politically, right?
Yeah, why would you waste your time doing that?
Yeah.
Lord Hugh Mandelson.
Where someone would do that while also being called Mr. Rules.
Yeah,
that's
so odd.
strange.
It's so odd. But yeah.
Can we get the non-pervert discount?
Well, no, the price is the price. And to be honest, now that you said non-pervert discount, I now think you might be a pervert.
I'm made of wood, I can't be a pervert. I don't even have a sex drive.
Yeah.
There was no stores.
Yeah. You've got to buy the sex drive separately.
That's in the bit of the soul that's in the dagger.
Oh no.
The dagger's real horny.
That's why the dagger, if it sees a woman, is just trying to force its way out of the
The dagger just stands straight up.
Yeah. The spirit inside the gem is let me out! Let me out!
Your soul's fractured, and the only bit is the horny bit.
Yeah, that's it.
Awooga.
Okay.
That'd be a great name for a weapon, like Awooga.
Awooga, yeah. It's clearly a barbarian's club.
Is there anything that's kind of more affordable that might help us if we were to do battle? Deal.
I mean, I've got no issue with this. We have so much money.
Yeah, money is quite literally no object.
Yeah. Angrif, are you good with this?
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, in for many pounds.
So do you want one portion each then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
100,000 gold. Wow. You are subsidizing a lot of fun potions.
We just love supporting local small businesses.
No, that's good. I guess
Patron of the arts.
I suppose if there's anything else you want, I probably have it at this point.
Should we? I mean, we could probably pick up some healing potions, I guess.
What strength healing potion would you want?
Good.
Just the really good ones.
Then you want
Give me that good shit.
pulls out like a sort of rectangular potion, sort of like this like very sort of rectangular cuboid kind of container with this glowing red liquid in it. Like this one, about 1,000, I'd say 1,500 gold per portion of it. So, just in case you're wondering, this is a potion of supreme healing.
Okay.
And this would restore 10d4 plus 20 hit points.
That sounds
Jesus.
very cool.
And how many
So,
of
like,
them
2
have
each?
you got? Yeah.
I probably have about 10?
Yeah, 2 each. Angrif sounds good.
2 each.
Okay.
Or,
So,
or take the lot.
yeah, because 2 each
That's
would
true.
be 8. 10 is just 2 more anyway. Okay. I'll put it in with your invisibility potions. Anything else you want? Any sort of I do have stuff that doesn't cost more than 1,000 gold.
Do you have any elixirs
What
of
is-
giant strength?
Giant strength.
Or various giant strength? Because I know there's different types of strength.
Yes. Let me see. I suppose sort of rummages around and pulls out this potion that looks like the liquid itself is ignited in it. It's sort of a swirling fire in there. Fire giant strength. Quite a rare one, this one. Would be another 25,000 gold for it.
On the bill.
Yeah, okay. So just so you know, whoever's getting that, the giant strength one will increase your strength to 25.
Yeah, I thought it'd be something like that.
Yeah. The most
So
powerful...
is that just one for Angrif then?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
the most powerful one would be like Storm Giant, which would increase it to 29.
Whoa.
Which, yeah, is insane. Okay, so far your bill is 140,000 gold. She's keeping a mental tally of it as you go.
What else might be useful in this situation?
Can we have a potion to make the tiny muffins big?
Oh, a potion of enlarge. Yeah, I mean that's a trivial one. That's like a 2 silver. That's like a children's practical joke potion.
How about enlarge from a tiny muffin to a gigantic?
Oh, well you
Like
want,
kaiju size muffins.
you want the potion of greater enlarging. Pulls out an ironically very tiny vial. It's like this only 25 gold.
I'll take 2 of them for 1 of the other.
You know those people who like take a bottle of hot sauce with them everywhere they go, bringing but like doing that, but with this.
Yeah. So you've got 2 potions of supreme potions of enlarging.
Do you have any like elixirs that would sharpen weapons for like hey
Dealing
for
with a
any
monster.
kind?
Dealing with a monster.
Yeah. Hi, in a very real sense.
Well, I would usually just say use a whetstone for that. There's no need for a potion.
How
Well,
about anything that
just
would
for
cause a
extra
giant
damage.
distraction?
Extra damage. I mean, plenty of elemental effects you can apply to a weapon. Poison, although that's not strictly speaking legal, and I wouldn't sell it right now.
I mean, I was just looking up like in Baldur's Gate they had like those elixir or oils of like sharpening and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have heard tell.
What's it called? It's like an oil of sharpness.
Oil of sharpness. The rumor is that for 1 hour it's magical and has +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Okay.
There is an equivalent item in D&D as well in the source books. So, coat 1 slashing or piercing weapon. For 1 hour, item is magical has +3 bonus. Is that what you want, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another 25k potion.
Hey, shove it on the tap.
Just one or two?
I definitely want one.
Okay, so two.
Aye.
Two. Okay. Man, I might.
What's it called?
It is called
Oil of
Sharpness.
Can I have one of those too, if we're going to be getting them?
Okay, I'll add another one in. It's going to get tough to add up in a sec.
The biggest bill you've ever seen.
This is like when the British tourists go to Japan, don't realize it's like a cat you pay at the end for drinks, and they get stuck with like a 300,000 yen bill. This is like what's about to happen to you.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of something that'd help us get away or distract.
Flying's good for getting away.
Oh, that's true.
Or
do you have scrolls or potions of flying? Or
not scrolls. But yeah, potion of flying. Sure. I'm pretty sure I must have one of them.
I just have an image of us assassinating him, and you
just ascending into the
raising up into the sky like fucking Jesus once he's resurrected from
another 25,000 for each potion of flying.
Now, should we get that, or is that going to be too much?
Hey, you can get that if you want.
I'll get one potion of flying just in case I need to get out, because so it'd be good to have an escape plan.
Yeah, you're in the arena. You're kind of fucked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I plan on being invisible.
Okay. I'm gonna tally up your bill right now. That's okay. This is the easy part.
The debt collectors will be coming for us, or whatever it was. Like those people.
The Night Court.
Yeah, but even with the Night Court, like if it comes to 200,000, it's like 0.2% of all of the money that we still got anyway.
Yeah. Your bill currently is 240,050 gold.
I guess we take a long time going into the bag of holding.
Yeah, and just shove it.
One at a time.
You basically have to weigh the money to pay this lady. And she's like, "Well, that was a pleasure." Half an hour later, after you're done counting and weighing the money. Feel free.
I like the mechanics of using this high prices in a world where it's too heavy to carry around to play.
Luckily, she's a magic user, so she can just float the money into a vault, I guess, in the back at this point. Who knows what the fuck she uses? Well, you can definitely come back whenever you want.
You have been lovely.
We can come back if they haven't retired.
Yeah, she might just like go on holiday or something. Anyway, say hi to Striking Iron for me.
Yeah.
We will.
Does he
have a lovely day.
Yes, you too. Oh.
Does he get a referral bonus?
Yeah, it's something. He'll get something for the referral. But yeah, have a good day, and just if you do want poisons or something like that, not strictly an over-the-counter business, but if you were to catch me
well, you need a prescription.
Well, if you were to catch me elsewhere, might have some on me. Just something to think about.
Yeah, I guess if we see her another point, then I'll see if we've got any like stunning poisons or anything.
Yeah. Just something to consider. But you have a good day.
I'm starting to feel like it's inevitable that we will become broke again at some point, because this is
I'm just
getting really annoyed with us just buying this.
I'm just dangling legal fees. So much shit in front of you. It's just you to burn through your cash.
The house/GM always wins.
Like you're gonna have such good assassinations and sort of like things like that, and then at some point the other shoe will drop and you'll realize you have no money, and then you'll have to like rely on actual skill.
We'll be level 10 by then.
Yeah, might be level 10 soon. You never know. Okay, what was the next part of the party's plan for the day? Because you've done apothecary.
Yeah.
Gladiator school.
Gladiator school.
Okay.
Take Bob to gladiator school.
Okay.
Let's go see the deal. Yeah, drop me off at school. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, I will say, let's wrap up the session, and we can do gladiator school at the start of the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. You got through it. You did it. You did all right. I think that went really well.
We may or may not have fucked it, but we'll find out.
Yeah, you'll find out soon.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Were you just trying to squash a mosquito then, John?
Yeah.
That was good fun, though. I hope everyone had fun. I had good fun with that.
Yep.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back doing this. I think possibly 2 weeks, I would guess.
I think so.
Yes, because I'm not away or doing anything weird in 2 weeks. So it looks like probably
that sounded
2 weeks.
very suspicious.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing when anymore, because I can't manage a calendar, essentially.
Yeah, time is a flat circle.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought we were much later in the month than we actually are. I genuinely thought this was like September 18th and not September 11th. If you're wondering how my month's been going. Yeah. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to the players for hanging out.
Thank you.
We will catch you all
Bye, everyone.
in 2 weeks.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Right.